Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here for the first time, this channel is all about fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle content. So if that sounds like something that ticks your boxes, guys, do consider subscribing. I'd appreciate you joining the family. In case you're hearing some noise, it actually is raining and heavily, so I hope it doesn't disturb this video. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys, for always supporting this channel. You are appreciated. To give me a follow on Instagram, I go by the name CeeChronicles there. Now I have 10 or 11, I think it's 11 fragrances for the fruit lovers. Now if you like fruity fragrances, if you like to smell like a snack, this video is for you. Now there's obviously a lot of fragrances that are fruity out there, but I had to pick the ones that are in my collection. Number one is going to be from Lattafa, and all these are affordable, by the way. This is Lattafa Surtout. If you like peaches, or you just wonder what peaches would smell like in a fragrance, this is your peach scent with like a cologne vibe. I do think it's got some vetiver there because it leans a bit masculine, but it is very fruity. Would a gentleman feel comfortable walking around smelling of peaches? Trust me, this is peach done in a beautiful, juicy way. And I just felt if you are one of those fruit lovers, you may want to just, get your nose on Lattafa Surtout. Number two is gonna be for the pineapple lovers. If you love pineapple, if you love your fragrances tropical, there's a reason why this is called Tropical Boost from Zara. I did a full review of all the fragrances that I'm bringing here, so I'm not getting into too much detail. I'm just picking out the reason why I have brought them here, and most of them are going to be fruit forward. So if you love your pineapple, this is like your overdose of pineapple. Zara's Tropical Boost is a punch of pineapple that will remind you of that lazy holiday, maybe while you were walking barefoot in the sand with those huge palm trees and you were just relaxed, and it feels so tropical. So that is why I included it here. And if you want the full review, you can go and check it out. So Zara's Tropical Boost is our number two. Our number three is going to be Jean Arthur's Gaultier and Silk. Okay, this is a dent that I have put on this fragrance because I enjoy it. If you love your fragrances leaning gourmand, if you love sweet like vanilla-y fragrances, this is obviously your dupe of Dior's Hypnotic Poison. But I think it's a bit on the on the high when it comes to the coconut, plum and apricot. I get a lot of that coconut and apricot and plum, so I felt this is going to be suitable in as much as it does appeal to a lot of people that like to smell like vanilla cookies. This is also going to be one that appeals to people who like their fragrances fruity. So this is Jean Arthur's Gaultier and Silk. Now our number four is gonna be more pineapple. Okay, so if you love pineapple, the only thing with this is mine is an oil, but you can get this Swiss Arabian fragrance in perfume foil form. This, guys, is your pineapple punch. If you love the smell of pineapple and caramel, and you just love to smell juicy, you also love the smell of apple, this is going to be one that ticks your boxes. Swiss Arabian Amali is one that you can look into and purchase. It is one that is almost like femme fatale. So that is our number four, Swiss Arabian Amali. Now, our number five is going to be for the people that love fruity fragrances that lean almost woodsy. This has got your cinnamon, so it is fruits and spices. I get a apple pie feel here from Lattafa's Camera. I get a sophisticated fragrance. This is not a light fragrance. This is very aromatic, quite on the slightly heavy side, but I had to include it here that if you're a fruit lover, but you don't want your fragrance to be like synthetic or plasticky or feel too much in your face fruity, then you might want to have this or purchase this because of the apple in here here, the way it's done, you know, there is that fruit feel, but it does sit on a bed of a lot of spices, which pulls this to like an aromatic, very spicy scent, but very forward on that cinnamon apple pie. Number 6 is going to be Orientica's Fanana. Okay, let me just spray this to remind myself again. I purchased this one for the mango, and when I did a review, I kind of shortchanged this one a little because I think it hadn't really set. These days I can really smell the mango in here. Now, if you like mango in your fragrance, it's not only mango, obviously, it has a generous serving as well of plums, oranges, and mixed fruits. So if you like a very fruit forward fragrance, I haven't actually gotten to pin it down what it is a dupe of, if any, but I like it on its own. Fanana by Orientica is one that you might want to look at. I don't particularly like the packaging, it just kind of looks cheap, but the juice inside is really pretty. So that is our number 6, Fanana by Orientica. Number 7, guys, is going to be this one. This one is not too unique, but I think for the price, it's maybe something that someone might actually be interested in. This is a very apple forward kind of fragrance. I get a lot of apple, I get a lot of pear and grapes, and it's very forward on those. They are like strikingly in your face, as though somebody is cutting those fruits. So if you love those kind of fruits, if you're into pear in your fragrances, apples and grapes, this is gonna do it for you. This is from Art Al Zafran, and it's called Dao Honey. The next one is gonna be Haber. This is a no-brainer. This is quite current on my channel. I have done a review of this one, a full review, and I did tell you guys that I bought this one for the guava. I'm not gonna spray this one because it's quite heavy and it is a bit headache inducing to me, but it does have like a realistic guava. It is an Art Al Zafran fragrance, and it's called Haber, and it is one that is going to appeal for those who like beast mode. So it's quite fruity, very juicy in your face, and this is why I included it here. Now the next one is also quite recent on my channel. This is a Mere collection, and you can just see just by looking at the bottle that this is going to be somewhat citrusy, somewhat fruity, and this is going to tick the boxes for people who like obviously orange and neroli. This is your honeyed mandarin orange with that lemon topped up with cotton candy and something that feels a lot caramel. So if you're into those kind of scents or something that is quite unique, this is quite difficult to describe. It dries down powder. If you are into fruity scents, you're probably gonna like orange and neroli. The next one, oh, and there was this loud thunderstorm, guys. Color Art by Lattafa. Colored or colored, I don't know, there's a hyphen there. This one is very forward on the lychee, okay, but something in here feels like a fudge. Something here feels like I don't know, maybe it's the way the caramel is done. This is like your very good girl amplified. It's very sweet, very fruity as well, upbeat, non-relenting, but if you are into those kind of fragrances, and this is very beastly, this is one that I can only reserve for winter because I can't do this one in summer. It's just too much, it gets to me, and there's something here, you know, that is just a little too much, but it is very fruity. So if you like those kind of fragrances, you may want to try Lattafa's Colored, and it is going to give you a bit of some very good girl wafts because that is what I get, but amplified. Imagine that, but amplified to the max. That is what you are to expect from this fragrance. Last but not least is going to be Lattafa's Nebras. If you like your berries, of course the berries here are kind of buried by the cacao because this is a very chocolatey forward scent, but it does have red berries and some oranges. So if that sort of thing is something that you like because you like your fragrances maybe on the milky side, quite creamy, then I had to include this one as the last one on the list that you may want to check out. This is also going to give you a little bit of a woodsy vibe because it does sit on some woods as well, but it is an interesting fruity fragrance, something that is a bit mature, and I had to include here Lattafa's Nebras Gold as the last one. So there you have it, guys. Those are the fragrances that I had within my collection that I thought I should show you. If you are into fruity fragrances and you're wondering what your next pick is going to be, or you want your fruity fragrances that are going to be on the affordable side, all the ones that I came with here are very affordable. You may want to check them out. If you want the full reviews for the fragrances, I have done that, so you can check in my previous video. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comments comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. Like this video if you like it, and turn on post notifications. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.